When people think of American national monuments, they think of Castle Clinton, the Statue of Liberty, Fort McHenry, and more. However, many people don't know that the first national monument in the United States is Devil's Tower, a butte that's composed of igneous rock in northeastern Wyoming. In today's video, I will be explaining the legends, history, and fascinating aspects of Devil's Tower. During the Paleocene epoch, which was around 56 to 66 million years ago, the Black Hills, an isolated mountain range extending from South Dakota to Wyoming, were uplifted. This caused molten rock to intrude into existing sedimentary rock layers. The surrounding rocks began to erode around 5 to 10 million years ago, which gave Devil's Tower its unique shape. An important thing to note is that there are actually many names for this mountain. Indigenous people call it Bear's House or Bear's Lodge. In 1875, Colonel Richard Irving Dodge's interpreter misinterpreted it to be Bad God's Tower, which later became Devil's Tower. Though there have been many efforts to acknowledge the traditional names for the tower, they were unsuccessful. Native Americans living in the area had many cultural beliefs regarding Devil's Tower. According to the Kiowa and Lakota tribes, a group of girls encountered several giant bears that began to chase them. On a rock, they prayed to the Great Spirit, and after hearing their prayers, the Great Spirit lifted the rock into the sky, which prevented the bears from reaching them. The bears tried to climb up the giant rock, but couldn't do so since it was too steep. However, they left claw marks on the sides of Devil's Tower, which is their explanation to why there are marks on the sides of Devil's Tower today. The Sioux version of the story involves two boys who came across Mado the bear, who had claws that were the size of tent poles. The boys prayed to Wakantanka, the creator, which allowed them to rise up on a huge rock. After Mado left, Wonblee, an eagle, helped the boys to get back to their village. The Cheyenne version of the story is more gruesome since the giant bear manages to kill most of the girls, except for two girls who escape back to their home. The two sisters told two boys to help them. Then, they lured the bear to Devil's Tower. Since one of the boys managed to shoot an arrow very close to its left foot, the bear was finally scared off. Wooden Leg, who was a northern Cheyenne who lived from 1858 to 1940, recalled the legend that was told by an old man while he was traveling past Devil's Tower in the 1860s. According to the story, an indigenous man went to sleep with a buffalo head next to him along the base of Devil's Tower. However, when he woke up, he found out that he and the buffalo head had been transported to the top of the tower by the Great Medicine, who was the supreme creator in their religion. After praying to the Great Medicine throughout the day to send him back down, he went back to sleep. When he woke up the next day, the buffalo head was still on top of the mountain. This story relates to Northern Cheyenne religious beliefs, since the buffalo head is considered to be sacred. The first documented non-indigenous exploration of Devil's Tower was in 1859, when Captain William F. Reynolds was on his way to Yellowstone. In 1875, Colonel Richard Irving Dodge escorted a survey group belonging to the Office of Indian Affairs to study the rock formation. In 1892, Congress designated the area to be a U.S. Forest Reserve, and in 1906, President Theodore Roosevelt made Devil's Tower the first United States national monument. According to statistics, 1.3% of the mountain's visitors climbed Devil's Tower. The first known people to climb Devil's Tower were local ranchers William Rogers and Willard Ripley in 1893. They did this by constructing a ladder that was made out of wooden pegs that were driven into cracks in the mountain. A few of the pegs are still intact and can be seen from the tower trail nearby. If you would like to visit Devil's Tower, the two main airports that you should fly into are Northeast Wyoming Regional Airport and Rapid City Regional Airport in South Dakota. Even though Northeast Wyoming Regional Airport is only 67 miles from Devil's Tower, there are only flights from and to Denver, Colorado. On the other hand, Rapid City Regional Airport has flights from and to many airports around the country, but it is located 118 miles from Devils Tower. Devils Tower is located in Crook County, which was named after George Crook, who was an Army officer that served in the Civil War and the Indian Wars. The county has a population of 7,775 people and a land area of 2,854 square miles. The county seat and the largest seat is Sundance, which has a population of 1,032 and was named after the sun dance ceremony that was practiced by many Native American tribes. Devils Tower has a $25 entrance fee and is located 27 miles from Sundance. The monument has an enclosed area of 1,347 acres, and the summit of the mountain is located 5,112 feet above sea level. The easiest route to climb the mountain is the Durrance route, which was pioneered by Jack Durrance and Harrison Butterworth in 1938. There are informative signs along the trails, a visitor center, and a gift shop. Another popular place in Crook County is the Northeast Wyoming Welcome Center that has a rest area and features exhibits, activities, and coffee. There is also the Aladdin General Store, which is a historic grocery store that sells essentials, tourist items, snacks, and more. In conclusion, Devils Tower is a unique mountain in Wyoming that became the first United States national monument. There are many Native American stories and legends related to the mountain, and Devils Tower is also known by different names in various Native American languages. Today, it remains a popular tourist spot in Northeast Wyoming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video to give me feedback. Thank you for watching.